Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and Black Ice version 10.33 as Japan. And in the last episode we took a bit of a beating from the Brits, but we did give as good as we got, but we didn't achieve the objective of taking Borneo, or at least setting foot on it. But, I mean, just judging by the British units in the area, it seems to me like they've actually lost a little bit of their strength. So, while we definitely suffered losses, I mean, look at the way our ships look. We didn't lose any of our major fleet assets, i.e. the carrier groups, and we only lost one battleship, or at least one modern battle cruiser. Compare that to British losses, which, between me taking Guadalcanal, and British losses in destroyers and all of the fleet escort elements, is pretty shocking, actually. So, we have ready-made escorts that if we need, we can call upon. We've got a fleet here, another two fleets here, and another two fleets here. Now, I think we need to dynamically destroy the Brits with all of our carrier forces. So I'm moving from my position against the Americans, where we've pretty much secured a decent enough defensive ring against them for now. Apart from Atu, which I will get to. There's a little rhyme in that. But against the Soviets, we've got some good news. The Germans took Stalingrad in the last episode, and combine that with my advance in the east, I reckon they're struggling. They're only down to around 600 IC usable, which is low. It's very low for the Soviets. So if we can take Mongolia, and I want to drop a puppet war goal on them when I can, and same thing with Tanatuva. A couple more puppets in this area of the world would be extremely useful. And I can just push straight for them. Now, we are being counterattacked by a motorized unit here, but we've managed to successfully force that back. And I am sending, and I need to actually move that HQ unit forwards a little bit. I am sending another 3 divisions of infantry in this direction, which should give me enough push to at least take the capital. Now, in this area, I really need to take, I think it's this province. Yeah. So, I'm debating pulling back a little bit from here, just so I can push in this direction to take out Mongolia. But anyway, let's rock and roll. And more British ships have arrived. Oh, we've lost the battle against the Brits. It must have been a relatively close fought thing, that. So we lost another landing craft here, but we did again take out a whole bunch of extra units. You guys are dead anyway, so we can take you away. And we've got a much better protected group under Tanaka over here, because that's actually got some proper support. So by taking Guadalcanal, we get the bonuses. We do need to get some garrisons on Tavara though, and I need to take a load of these other ports as well. How much do we need to do to Australia to get them to surrender? So they're already at 14.6% just by taking that, which is worth 2. That's worth 1. That's worth 1. 1, 2. Okay. Is that owned by... That's France. Oh, well, that's not as important. But we take this side of Australia out, and then probably that'll be enough. But I need to clean this up first before we do any of that. And the first step towards that will be taking Singapore. So again, they've got a lot of units in here, but a lot of them are very broken. And we are going to punch through. Yeah, there's British units everywhere. It's like the entire British fleet decided, you know what? It's time to teach those Japanese a lesson. So searchlights is quite a minor little tech event. Now, if we need to, we can get these guys to join in as well. But I think, to be honest, what we've got over here, we have got some fresh units on the way. It should be enough. And with the capture of Singapore, we'll have quite nicely cut their major naval base off. Okay, so into truck we go. And our carriers are on the way. Now, I think we should sail in force. So we're going to mass all of our units in truck. So that includes all of our heavy cruisers, all of our light cruisers, etc. And we're just going to go for it. No, I don't care how many British units we run into. And there's nothing left there. The Brits have obviously been spamming destroyers. Just wave after wave of destroyers. Not good. Well, good for them, not good for me. Fire control system train. I'm not sure why this hasn't unlocked. It says, have country flag impossible. Yeah. CAG size increase lower than 2. I mean, yeah, I don't know why this isn't available to me. It should be. Yeah. I guess maybe they don't let you do it in the mod at the moment. Maybe that's it. And all of our fleet assets are massing in truck. Looks like we've taken a bit of a battering in a couple of spots, but not too bad. And I think we're going to launch a full-on crusade over here. Okay, so there's another victory. And I imagine we would counterattack there, so let's... Oh, no. We weren't counterattacked from there, apparently. And yeah, we're still making very good progress up the peninsula. That NKVD detachment's about to get detached from its legs. Alright, let's get these 2 techs. We're back in air. We can get CAG techs. Let's do that nice and early so that our CAGs stay ahead of the curve. And yeah, we are slowly crushing that unit. And we're getting that into position there. Don't think we can quite counterattack anywhere along here yet. We need those extra 3 divisions before we can do anything along those lines. And is everything ready in truck? That's the real question. Yep, so it looks like all of our fleet assets are in position. A couple of our cruisers took a little bit of a battering, but nothing that they can't handle. Now, we're being counterattacked here. Which isn't so good. The British Army of India has decided that it's finally time to get involved. And we'll have to see what mighty Fortress Singapore has got. Okay, there's a few very dodgy rivers and things around here. We're going to rely on Manjing to cover our flank for us, because I'm going to flank around like this with this mountain unit while we wait for our infantry to move on up. They're in perfect position to move forwards. Right, and then they've cut those guys off from supply. Now, hopefully this isn't too late, because it looks like Britain has gotten involved via Iraq. So, I mean, the biggest disappointment really has been Italy. Italy really has just fucked up. Like they normally do, to be fair. But yeah, they've really not had a good time in this campaign. Right, I do believe there is, yeah, a couple of victory provinces up here that will at least want. Okay, not bad. This is all relatively, he says, in quotes, as we would want it. You know, we're massing for this massive naval attack that we're going to do, and I think we've got all of our units together for that purpose now. Yes, okay. So, let's take the entire fleet. And let's go to Saigon. Well, that's not really a big enough port. You know what, let's go to here, because I can actually re-get our battleships involved from that particular spot, rather than the other way around. Right, that tank unit is pretty much well and truly across. So it's going to be another victory point taken from the Soviet Union that will be down to 50%, nearly. Right, we've lost the battle there, but we should reinforce it. Yeah. With another division that's ready to go pretty soon. And there goes flying boat tech. Naval air targeting, I think, would be lovely, thank you. And off all of the ships are going. You guys are still extremely slow. But we are in a very good position nearly. A very good position nearly. As long as we just hold it out for a little bit longer. Right, we've made it over. So that's good. Let's just pull up to here and then take a little bit of stock. think that'll do. I don't think there's a problem with just, you know, holding off the advance a little bit. Just a little bit. Just while we see what the Brits are going to do, because ideally we want to get to here, and they've got a lot of just HQs behind this, so if we can just hold them in place, then that'll be positive. And our generals are all better than theirs, so that's also good. Right, come on. You're all nearly in position. All of the units are weak. Okay, and we've got the next level of destroyers. Now, that might be a point to actually build a couple of extra destroyers because of the losses we've sustained. But I think land units are more important at the moment. You know, this expansion against the Soviets, etc. honestly, seems like it could be a better thing. So that is bad, but not terrible. And yeah, you are making your way over. The sooner we can take that area, the better. And I'm hoping they immediately counterattack at Singapore. So let's ground attack. And let's go seaport capabilities. So we definitely want to do interdiction tactics because that also increases our CAG efficiency, and that's pretty much all we want. And it says that they can repair that many a day, so we're within our bounds here at Manila. Now we've got some extra ships that are a little bit beaten up, to be honest. So we're just going to hold off probably another month. And how are we looking over here? Again, still pretty beaten up. What little ships we do have left are a little bit broken up. So what I might do is, let's split our carrier like so. And do something a little bit like that. Although we want them to be even. Okay. So that's not great, but it's another couple of ships that we can throw in that will be much more combat effective. I don't think those battleships are going to be ready. Oh, I forgot the... Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to have to probably clear the seas anyway first. So, you know, regardless. Okay, we're being counterattacked. Which, in all honesty, is fine. We'll give our units another... Well, until at least the organisation is back. Before we launch another naval offensive. This time we're going to be a lot stronger, I think, than the Brits. Because of the presence of our highly experienced carrier forces. That will definitely have a major impact. And we're nearly... I mean, I must say, you're leveling up quite quickly, aren't you? You started at level 1 and you're now level 3, so... That's exactly what we wanted. In fact, though, let's support that particular battle. We've got a random division here that's in the hills that we definitely want to smack down. And our puppets are most definitely proving their worth. Yeah, ford the river there, very good, and then we're going to be in a perfect position to attack the capital. You're moving up into that spot. And we now have a better division of forces over here, so we can more accurately push in. I could do with China Nanjing just actually using its forces, to be honest. That would be a lot better. But hey, if they don't want to do that, that's on them. The whole Indian army has decided to turn up. Ooh. I see a chance here to encircle literally all of the British units. If we let them carry on in this direction and then head around, now that would be an idea. Yeah, let's have you go there, and then let's have you move up one, and you move up to there as well. And then, yeah, we can use you guys as fodder, because we could trap all of these units in this area here. Okay, we're turning that battle around. And we've got a lot of tech that's leveling up all of a sudden. Now, hopefully supply won't ever be an issue. We also want to get both the CAG pilot ones and definitely the infantry unit training. All of that. Ooh. I forgot we had extra things. Right, so we want to go for airborne artillery upgrade, and I think the airborne advance to engineers. So bang, bang, bang. Which of these is best? Global Intelligence Headquarters, although we don't really want to lose the money. Let's just hold off on that for now. And we'll do news and politics, just to keep ourselves nice and keep the population happy. We've got very high level commanders down here, I think. Anyone that's reached level 5? No, but a couple of people that are close to go alongside Yamashita, who is, a level 6 commander now, so definitely proving his worth. I think he might have been in level 6 commander before, actually. Let's get everyone into position. And then let's just go straight for this. Yeah, they're just gonna take the bait, hook, line, and sinker, if we let them. So, you know what I say? I say we do that. So we've got some more Thai infantry units that we can just, we're just going to put them literally on the front line here. And we're going to feed all of these guys around, and that's a free level encirclement to take pretty much most of the British units out of the fight. Another 44 tech, very nice. And yeah, recon unit, purely because it gives you a speed bonus, so I always want to do those ones first. And yeah, we really can see the amount of units that the Brits have got committed over here. How far away are you? 9 o'clock. Right, how's our organisation looking? Yeah, we've got a single destroyer that's slowing us down there, but those battleships are in pretty good nick. Well, you know what I say? I say we should just go for it. These battleships... not quite in such good nick. I think that'll do. Let's I think we should rock and roll with this. Let's clear out the sea. So, we're going to send you on a patrol mission. You on a patrol mission. You're going to be on a patrol mission. Everyone's going to go to exactly the same spot here. And we're going to clear out the Borneo Ocean with prejudice this time. We're going to send up you guys literally on a move order. Like that. And I think we'll hold the rest of the heavy cruisers in reserve. Then from this direction, we're going to send you out. And you. And you. It's going to be a major fleet action, this, and I'm expecting lots of naval battles. So let's see. Let's see how this goes. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take all of these guys, and we're going to get them ready to jump over because they're still not in range. You are joking. Right, go there, and you'll be in range from that spot, won't you? Yeah, that's fine. Now we've got an autosave. Okay. Clear it out. Here we go. So. Yeah, we can afford to lose this. This is the thing. We can, as long as we lure them down. If we can lure them, you know, into a nice little cul-de-sac down here along these provinces, which, you know, let's face it, it looks like we can, then, you know, I will be extremely happy with that because, you know, we'll be in a very easy position with 4 units to push in and just take that port. And then we've caught them. We've got all of their units in a vice. There we go. That's more like it. Crush them. Not just small amounts. I want every single British escort, heavy cruiser, all of it. I want them all sunk. We will pay that. Losing politics. We did lose another battleship, but yeah, that's another ship lost there. Another one there. Here we go. This is more like it. This was what we wanted to see. They're just melting the moment we go near them. Now, if we encounter one of their carriers, I'm pretty confident in our own ability to win. Especially if they don't have any escorts left, which it looks like they won't. Okay, hangar bay maintenance is 42, I believe. No, it's 39. Desert unit training. Keep that going because we are fighting in some deserts. Let's get the next recon one. Happy days, look at that. I want to capture some actual ships though. Hey, there we go, there's a battleship. But to be honest, we can pull out of this now because yeah, we are extremely close by now. Yeah, more frigates that we're crashing the party with. Oh, we just lost another few major ships. But come on, do it. Here we go, we've just caught them. So as long as our CAGs look pretty healthy. Hosho is living a, bearing in mind it was my oldest light cruiser or light carrier, it's living a very charmed existence. Come on. We definitely outperform them. Give a little bit of air superiority there as well, if you would be so kind. And let's wait for them to get into position before we just go for the full attack. And we are nearly in position to hold them in place. All of you move up. Five. There we go. That's what our fleets do. Now I imagine our own CAGs, yeah, are suffering a little bit, but Brunei Bay, win. Singapore Strait. Come on, keep it going. That's courageous, I think, sunk. 90% sure. Now we can chuck another group in, so I think we will reinforce it. Alright, sink please, extra subs if you would be so kind. I can see that a heavy cruiser just got involved there as well. Our carriers aren't taking many losses, which is what we want, really. You can't, you know, I can afford to lose pretty much any other ship in my navy. I just can't afford to lose any of my carrier assets. So you know, any losses to battleships and things, as long as we take out their own ships in response, it's fine by me. And yeah, that's relatively useful. Let's move order and send these guys in as well, because a couple of battleships might just help us finish off what's left. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we like to call a proper good rollicking in the British language. There's a carrier sunk, plus all of the escorts. Now, hopefully, we can trap them in there now. I can see Warspite is stuck. And yeah, I am just waiting on you guys to get into position. Right, there's another battle outside of Singapore where we will melt them and... Ooh, Midway! Midway. Midway. The question is, how long can we hold them there? So we do have the motor torpedo boat spam. It's a good chance to test it. Are you going to attack or... Aha! Da-da! No, not bombing. You need to... I guess we could do a sortie one. I've never done that before. That's not worked. No, you need to surround them. Go. You know, I do not have the ability to fight the Brits and the Americans at the same time. So we might lose Midway. That might happen. I mean... just depends what they've got up there, because if it's anything at all, then you know we're gonna really struggle. It's 3 carriers. Yeah, it's 3 carriers with support. Just when I'm sinking, I'm gonna need to come back to that. I'm going to lose Midway, but I will gain dominance in this area. So, you know what? That trade is more than worth it. Right, there goes another British fleet. Because if we can just, you know, liquefy the British fleet, we can go back to the Americans and punch them again. Right, let's just go for it. Let's see how this looks. Okay. That's actually okay. Right. From here. Thank you. Finally, we're going to get a landing opportunity. Now, once they've landed, I can probably rush all of my carriers over here. How long have I got? 0.1, let's call it 1 organization a day. I have 60 days. Okay. 60 days to head back and smash the Americans. That should be enough time. That should definitely be enough time. Especially when I can actually... Yeah, let's bring you guys... And we'll have you base here in the Philippines. Or actually, we'll have you base... Yeah, we'll have you base here for now, and then when we take this port, it'll make a difference. Yeah, we're sinking ridiculous amounts of ships. At the end of the day, the only thing that can combat carriers is other carriers. That's the takeaway from this. Okay, nearly at full production. Okay, landing ship flotillas. We get assault craft. Very nice. And mountain unit training, we definitely want to do that. We want to keep all of our specialist units literally as good as we can. And then Mischief Reef is just yet another load of destroyers. They're just feeding ship after ship into this meat grinder. And we haven't lost a single ship yet. And it's mainly escorts they're losing, sure, but... I mean, that's not actually that important. Doesn't matter what they lose. And then, yeah, we're winning that battle down there as well. But hey, here we go. This is it. This is the one. So, go. All of us are going to get into this. Apart from you, you're going to hold back for a second. Because we need to win this one without being impacted. So we've got battleships on battleships. Everyone pile in. Yep, so we did lose the destroyer on that one, but we can now do the invasion. That delayed it for a couple of days, but we've cleared them out now. Well and truly cleared them out. And it's a whole lot of Soviet fleet that seems to have appeared. And aha, there we go. That's more like it. So we caught another carrier. What's left? There is a battleship still in there. But it's not too bad. And yeah, we're going to lose midway. But it's worth it. It's worth it to, you know, smack around the Brits like we're doing. I mean, at this rate, the Brits won't have a navy left. It'll all be sunk in this area here in some foolhardy attempt to keep an eye on us. So they might have had their time in the sun, but not now. Here we go. We're going to definitely take Singapore. And they just lost the war spite. Right, all of you back in the boats. Another load of escorting ships. French fleet. Yeah, okay. There isn't much of the British fleet left. I mean, we've sunk... I mean, we've sunk Warspite, which, if you know anything about British battleships, Warspite lived one of the, I think, the best battleship careers of any, like, sort of World War II era battleships. So the fact we've sunk that does make me very happy. What doesn't make me happy is the fact that we're looking like we're struggling to kick the door down here, but they've retreated, which is nice of them. Thank you, Britain, for the retreat order that you just did. That's a little bit weird, but oh well. I guess the fact that I had taken their lands and the AI now thinks, oh, I better concentrate on Afghanistan because they've got my lands or something. I have no idea. Right, and just a couple of subs. And here we go. About to lose Midway. But we will take it back. Hey. Hey now. What do you think you're doing? No, no, no. Do you think that's acceptable? Do you? Keep them there. Just, I don't care if we lose those coastal battleships because that Malaya is looking mighty tempting. It's the name of a curry in the UK as well, by the way. Right, it looks like our CAGs have managed to get a little bit overrun in these non-stop battles. But we do have some spare ones. Here we go. Chase them down. Please. Right, here we go. They're landing. We're making planetfall. Really? And there we go. The Battle of Singapore is going pretty darn well. Right, we're gonna push. Stuff it. Hey, you know, if it's looking to me like the AI's caught in two minds a little bit about what it wants to be doing. Go on, smash them. Hey, we lost a heavy cruiser, but they lost another battleship. So I will take that. And we're about to make landfall. Nearly there. Cool. So, spread out. Everyone needs to get going. And there are 20 units based here, so we're actually going to move all of the fleet over here. Because we want to sink all of these units if we can. There's nothing major left in there, but another 20 British units. I mean, it's already caused them to contract a little bit. Right, victorious. Right, get into position there. We've got some more rebels that have risen up in China. That's always a fun part of this game. I'm not a fan of the way that rebels are dealt with in this. It's just annoying. It's just like busy work, effectively. We are getting our units slowly but surely making their way around. It's just taking a little bit of time. Oh god, and I forgot all of these guys. Right, come on, get yourselves down. But the good news is that the British fleet is near enough neutralised. How long will it take? 21st. And then we'll be in a position to hopefully sink the vast majority of what's left here. A lot of our CAGs are struggling. It's like the death run of the British Navy here. And Borneo is a major oil creator, which is why I want it. So come on. Here we go. This should be it. Take it out. Go on. Hit them. There we go. Right, okay. So. Should see the end of the Victorious. And to be honest, all the other British ships for that matter. So we lost several escorts, but we did once again crush them in their entirety. So all 22 ships have been dealt with. Let's send you guys back to here, because you've pretty much done your job. And yeah, we've taken the two most important oil production centres, as well as the level 3 port, which will keep them supplied now. And yeah, we are back moving forwards, this time in strength. Okay, so we did lose one of our larger battleships, but I think overall this has been pretty worth it. We'll have to assess what the CAGs and things look like, though, unfortunately. And we lost another battleship. Yeah, as you can see, battleships just do not have the staying power, and I think I'm going to call it an episode probably here. It's been a pretty decent one, and we need to decide what we want to do next. I think Batavia is the next step. We're in a pretty good position to keep on pushing against Singapore. They're down to 1 division in defense, and then with that, with the taking of this, we're gonna really hurt their chances. But thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of the Japan campaign, and hopefully where we leave off, we will, or where we next catch up, we'll be in a really good position to hopefully take out Mongolia, because it looks like we're going to take the capital, and I'm going to send 2 divisions this time towards Ulastay. So thanks again. Bye bye.